If you don't have fingers of steel, you can't hardly compress these little tabs by hand, especially like right in here. But let me show you a trick that a mechanic showed me many moons ago. It is gorgeous today. It's Saturday the 1st of February and the sun is shining, and we got a little issue with the old truck. This old truck has definitely got some bragging rights. I can't complain one bit about having to work on this truck every now and then. I want you guys to look at the mileage. 360,500 miles. Little story on this old truck. I bought this truck brand new back in October 21st of 2001, but it's a 2002 whenever you go to buy parts. It's a little bit different intake manifold setup on the 02s from the 97s to 01s, and so when you buy gaskets and such, you have to be sure to tell them it's a 02. But other than that, it's just a little 4.2 liter pushrod Essex V6, and she runs like a Sanger sewing machine. 360,000 miles, 20 years on down the road, and I cannot complain one bit. I've had to replace, you know, some accessories, your water pump and alternator and batteries, of course. It's got the original air conditioning compressor, and boy, she still frees you out. I've replaced, you know, some headlight marker lights. Headlights need to be replaced. She's got a little paint fading here, but hell, we all get wrinkles whenever we get old, don't we? But we've done brakes a couple times. Probably about, I'm gonna say probably 6 sets of tires, 6 or 8 sets of tires in 20 years, you know, just normal stuff. It's got a 355 rear end with disc brakes on it and 8.8 inch Ford rear end, and she's the 5-speed manual. Got the Mazda 5-speed. It's got the heavy duty 5-speed in this one. The one they put in the little Ranger is a little bit less beefy, but I haven't had to do anything to the transmission, haven't had to do anything major to the engine. Some things that I need to do valve cover gaskets. They seep just a little bit of oil, and other than that, aside from just normal maintenance, guys, she just keeps on going. And one of these days, you know, if she was to lay down on me and throw a rod through the side of the block, I would pull over to the side of the road, raise the hood, and just put a big grin on my face, because I just know that I got my money's worth out of it. And you know what I would do? I'd put a motor in her, because the rest of the truck is just pristine. I don't have any leaks anywhere. U-joints are good. Transmissions is perfect. No leaks on the pinion seal. Axle seals are all dry. Man, at 290,000, I had to put a slave cylinder in it. The slave cylinder was good. However, the throwout bearing was making noise, and that's the only reason I had to pull it down to repair the slave cylinder. And the throwout bearing is one assembly, and you have to pull the tranny to do it. It's not too bad. It's about, you know, you pull your cross member and pull your exhaust off, and then a couple electrical connections, and I think there's about 6 transmission bolts, and she's out of there. I mean, you can have this transmission out of this truck in hour and a half if you hump it. But we did it slow and did it right and did it good, so good to go. When I got in my truck to crank it up to go pick up this big old Ferris zero turn, I noticed I smelt a little antifreeze, and I immediately popped the hood, and I could smell it coming towards the back. And let me show you guys what's going on here. Here is the heater hose. As you can tell, I've got it removed, but the hose itself is okay. Here is the plastic push connect that just gets factory crimped over the hose here, and it was seeping and dripping just a little bit. As you can tell, I didn't lose much coolant. It's down just a little bit right there, so I didn't lose much coolant at all. I was able to shut her down, and what I did, I just bypassed it for the time being so I can go to the store and get me a new hose. So right now the heater hose is bypassed, but man, these little buggers are a pain in the rump to get off. If you don't have fingers of steel, you can't hardly compress these little tabs by hand, especially like right in here. But let me show you a trick that a mechanic showed me many moons ago. These fittings, especially on these Fords with the deep cab over design, as you can tell, that heater hose or that heater core connections are way up under there, and you cannot get any kind of pliers or anything like that. But check this out. Now, I don't have a set of crow's feet in metric. I need to get me some, but this little shorty Cornwell does the job perfectly. What you want to do, yours may be a different size, but you want it to just fit right there, and you can push, and as you can tell, it releases those tabs. So if you had a crow's foot that you could just go up in there with your hand, and I'm pretty sure they make a tool for this, but this is perfect. Whatever size it is that you need to slide up in there like that, that way you can come in here and just wiggle her off. Alrighty guys, we got the new heater hose on and she is doing good. We're just going to top her off here with some antifreeze. Little wrench trick helped you out, please give me a thumbs up. Works on GM also, they use the same style connectors. So if this helped you out, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And while you're there, you might as well just hit that bell. Sure would help you out and me. That way you get all my new videos. Alright guys, we'll see y'all on the next one. Bye. Have a good day. More Medic 1.